we found some flamingos. Really pretty. It's a big flock right there. Look at that dirty water from the feathers. Emily, do you know why flamingos' beaks are shaped like that? Why? Because they have to, like, so they eat algae and they have to scoop up the algae from the bottom and stuff, you know. Wow. Pretty interesting. I know. Can you see over? Look at all those meerkats. That one down there. Here's the flamingos again, but from a higher, better view. Just so pretty. Let's go. Well, we're here at the gorilla forest now, and I hope we get to see some actual gorillas. So, gonna keep walking for a tiny bit.
Do you think we're gonna see gorillas?
Oh, shut up. Now, I don't know what we're gonna see first, so let's just be prepared. Well, I found the gorillas. Can't see them very well because of the lighting, but there are a couple out. I see a little baby too in that cave over there, but it's hard to see because I don't know how to zoom on this camera. Okay, yeah,
very cool.
whoa, that big one. Okay, yeah, they need to be in the sun for me to get a picture of them on here.
That's your hang. Take a picture. Your hang. Hurry.
There's some more gorillas. Well, be prepared for what we see next. Well, we're almost at the bird thing. It's just a tiny bit more up in here. It's just up there. Well,
Hey guys, welcome to Frequent Flyers.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So we need to find us a seat, and then a bunch of birds will be flying over us. Well, see ya in a couple seconds when the birds come.
Hello everyone and welcome! Welcome to Frequent Flyers! My name is Heather and it's my pleasure to introduce our talented cast of birds. Starting off, of course, there with Quito. Quito's a blue and gold macaque. And hopefully she gave you an idea. This is a free flight bird show. We think birds are so special, so unique, they deserve their very own show. That's why you won't see any animals hogging up our stage. That's right,
Grandpa?
our stage is strictly for
excited?
birds. We have birds flying in from just about
It's gonna
any
be pretty cool.
theater and exit entrance that you can think of. Birds flying overhead, some of them so close to your heads. Well, we like to brag about this a little bit. Our birds will get so close to you, you may leave the bird show with a different haircut than the one that you actually came in with. Well, I'm glad you guys are having such a great day. It's a beautiful day here at the Safari Park, and we are going to get the show started off with a bang by introducing you to one of the tallest birds who will be gracing our stage today. She is revving up her engines from my side of the amphitheater. Meet Taji. Taji's our East African crown crane. Now, some scientists refer to the crown crane as a living fossil because this bird was around over 50 million years ago. That's before the last ice age. Now today, there are only 16 species of crane to be found throughout the world, and 11 of those 16 are vulnerable or even endangered. Well, here at San Diego Zoo Global, we are leading the fight to end extinction, and we have 5 of those endangered crane species set up in breeding programs. Now, having a successful breeding program, it is not as simple as lowering the lights and putting on the berry light. Sometimes we'll have inexperienced bird parents who just don't know how to care for their eggs. So what we can do is cross-foster those eggs with another, more experienced pair of birds. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Let's just watch Taji's last flight. Oh, and that was a beautiful landing with Alyssa. That is Taji, our East African crown crane. She and Alyssa kind of have the same walk, don't they? So I was talking about cross-fostering. Some zoos have taken this to a huge extreme. You see, you don't have to have the same species of bird sitting on the egg. That's what's inside the egg. Some zoos will use chickens. I'm talking about ordinary farm chickens to incubate the eggs of peregrine falcons, even bald eagles. There is a zookeeper trick to this, though. Don't tell the chicken she's seeing her predator. All works out just fine. Speaking of predators, we're going to introduce you to a very large nocturnal bird of prey. And if you're thinking the owl, you're absolutely correct. Oh, we love to go big here at the park. We have for you the largest type of owl in the world. All you need to do is focus your attention to the top of our NeoVision screen. In just a moment, you'll see the chocolate brown eyes of Hinckley. Hinckley is our milky eagle owl, and he's going to be coming out on a 5-foot wingspan. Now see how big that boy is, but notice as he flies overhead, we don't hear a sound. And that is because owls have the gift of silent flight. Each one of Hinckley's flight feathers is very softly frayed along the edges. It allows him to pass noiselessly through the air. There you go, bud. Now, the tale about the wise-old owl. We can tell you it's just a myth. We know that from personal experience. But what these birds lack in intelligence, they more than make up for with an incredible set of senses. Right now during the day, Hinckley can see 10 times better than you and I. It's a myth that daylight hurts his eyes in any way, but at night, where our eyesight drops off, his truly shines, and these birds can see 100 times better than us in the darkness, kind of making Hinckley the stealth bomber of the bird of prey world. That is Hinckley, our milky eagle owl. Now, a big boy that's Hinckley's size, he can eat anywhere in the neighborhood between 2,000 and 3,000 mice or rats per year. Now that sounds like a lot, but let's put it in perspective. You take 2 mice, you put them in a field, come back a year later, you can have up to 1 million mice. That is why it is point in time. The rat problem, totally behind me. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are having so much fun today. We have a raptor-rific show for you. Raptors, birds of prey, powerful feet, long, sharp talons. And in just a moment, we're going to meet one of the most spectacular, dynamic flyers in the world. I'm talking about the falcon. Falcons are a very unique bird of prey because they prey almost exclusively on other birds, and they take those birds right out of the air. In just a moment, we're going to meet our lantern falcon. This is an African species. We're going to have a trainer on stage, and he is swinging the leather lure to imitate the bird in flight. So everyone, put on your seatbelts, grab a seat as quickly as possible, because in just a few moments, we're going to meet Bukura. Bukura is our lantern falcon. And she's coming back for the kill. That is Bukura, our lantern falcon. Her body is very specially designed to be able to go at incredibly high speed. She has long, narrow wings, an elegant wingspan that she can tuck into her body to go into what's called a stoop or a hunting dive. It's in that stoop that falcons reach their incredible speeds. They actually have to have differently designed nostrils to help them continue to breathe even while they're in the air. They're in a spherical shape so that they break the wind before it reaches their lungs. They also have huge eyes that allow them to see hundreds of feet beneath them, while these peregrine falcon has been clocked going over 240 miles per hour, making the falcon the fastest animal on the planet. Thank you, Marco, with Bukura, our lantern falcon. Well, we're going to introduce you to a small hawk species that we're always excited to show off. They do have a lovely flying style, but what makes the Harris hawk so different from other birds of prey is that they tend to be social hunters. Now, most birds of prey, they like to keep all the resources to themselves, but not the Harris hawk. They live in our own desert Southwest region, places like Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and because resources are so scarce, these birds have to often hunt together. And in just a moment from our hillside, meet Yuma. Yuma is our adult male Harris hawk. Now everyone, this is definitely one of those segments where your hairstyle may change, so sweetheart, you're gonna need to stop right where you are and have a seat. Because this bird will definitely part your hair. Yuma has shown how much he loves our frequent flyers crowd here because he can use the cushion of air right above your heads. It's called the ground effect. And that measure. Now Yuma only weighs
He was like right on your hat, Grandpa.
But despite that last
he didn't do nothing, did he?
lightweight. If you
back feathers.
I was worried about him doing something on my hat.
even up to
No,
6 of
his
his
back feathers skimmed across
these
your
birds can
hat.
bring down something as large as a
video that?
13-pound jackrabbit. That was the fancy flying the trees, insects, frogs. And so what Trouble is going to do is what she is an expert at doing, which is hopping along tree branches. And at the end, she gets her food. As she hops along. All right, let's hear it for Trouble. Well done, volunteers. One last thing. Toss your head.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's just running along.
Oh, look at the orange.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you have the lens off of there? Oh, okay. Oh, look, here comes.
They were Trouble. Scarlet macaw. Do you know what type of bird that was?
What?
That was a scarlet macaw, Grandma.
Birds, huh? That last little guy, he's one of my favorites. His name is Ed. He's a Vulturine guinea fowl. If Ed looked a little slower, a little confused, we cut him some slack here at the bird show. He's only been doing it now for 10 years. And then, of course, well, the beautiful girl above her head. Her name is Cusco. She's a green-winged macaw. And a little embarrassed to say, I saw a pig backstage. Yeah, that is a complete accident. That is Rudy. He's been crashing our bird show for years now. We keep telling him, Rudy, you're cute, but a pig in a bird show, never gonna fly. That pig, he's gonna have to sport a pair of wings before he's in a freaking flyer in the bird show. Oh, look at that. He did it. That's some pig. All right.